So apparently Raggedy Rob needed a top off before I get to some shouts on the other ladies. This ain't even gonna take long because it's very self-explanatory. And it's just a constant repeat of the same shit. I mean, Raggedy Rob, can you be more creative? Can you bring some originality to the table? And for those of you who were clutching on to the wishful, hopeful thinking that Raggedy Rob is not a colorist. My gosh, I told y'all ninjas, I told y'all ninjas, I told y'all ninjas. Is it clear now? Is it clicking now? Boy, I hope so, because I told y'all ninjas, you cannot be friends with someone who is colorist. Watch them be colorist, not correct them on the colorism, and not yourself be a colorist. If Robin was a white woman, people would have seen it much sooner, because a white woman cannot be friends with other racist white women. Watch them be racist, not call out the racism, and not be racist themselves. Birds of a feather. Complacency is another form of agreement, and I told y'all that's the reason Rob started to position herself more so in the background of Gizzard, because she gets to be whatever bitch she wants to be vicariously through Gizzard. And now y'all see, now that everybody and they mama, including Nicki Minaj, has gotten on her ass about not having a storyline, not having an identity of her own, she's now started to peek her head from out of Gizzard's ass. And now we're seeing that she is not all that likable when she's not next to Gizzard. What we actually end up seeing is how much of a whack raggedy bitch she is, and how much of a hypocritical, insecure, jealous natured colorist she is. Because after you rushed up on Monique antagonistically and aggressively like a thug, and Monique put the pause on Candace, you talking about it's a bad look for black women and her kids. Well, what was it when you was rushing up on Monique like an aggressive thug? And what is it exactly when you sit on the sidelines, record Wendy, and antagonize her as she's already being antagonized by someone else? What is it when you antagonize and encourage her to fight after saying that it's a bad look for black women and a bad look for her kids? Don't you have kids? Aren't you a black woman on Tuesdays and Thursdays? What is it exactly do you call it, Raggedy Rob, when you're out here being antagonistic, particularly towards brown-skinned black women? What is it that you call it when you're on national television with your lemon water braids, because the show won lemonade, with your lemon water braids, patting your coochie on national television? Because you can't handle Wendy reading you your raggedy, filthy rights after you pipe up constantly in situations that do not serve you, saying things that do not serve you, doing things that do not serve you, serving a male maniacal master that does not serve you. Who's that male maniacal master, you say? Gizzard. Why does she not serve Raggedy Rob, you say? Because it's very clear that the only reason that Gizzard has a favoring towards Rob is because she identifies with her physically, while all at the same time, she does not see old Raggedy Rob as a threat. Therefore, when necessary, she can sun the fuck out of Rob, shade the fuck out of Rob, disrespect the fuck out of Rob, without any defense from Raggedy Rob. And child, oh Raggedy Rob, if you stop avoiding therapy like the plague, you can release yourself from the chains of that type of complacency and codependency and just outright dumbassness. You might be able to liberate yourself from the self-harm of the colorism that you perpetuate. And then maybe, just maybe, we might be able to be introduced to that lovely, sweet, spunky, outspoken, in the best ways, highest potential form of Raggedy Rob. Maybe then we could meet righteous Rob. Not self-righteous Rob, but righteous Rob. That righteous Rob that the people wants to root for. That righteous Rob that people be wanting to be friends with. That righteous Rob that has the potential to be a great leader. To be a well-rounded wild card that we love to see. But until then, child, it's giving Raggedy Rob. Tis.